You're not tuning in with BG from your mobile device, airways, or maybe even your TV. Yeah. The real, the fake, the money, the power, respect. Even tough tops that might just leave you upset. The old, the young, that talk out the side of their neck. What separates just being good from the best? I did what I did, so I really don't have no regrets. Maybe real estate, cause we got a lot to address. Giving people their flowers before they get put to rest. If we disagree, just know that I still want you blessed.
Hey, Dad.
What's up?
What we talking about?
Yo, welcome back to BG. What we talking about? Episode 29. You already know what time it is, y'all. Football back. Football is back, so you know we gonna talk heavy football. You see,
I had to show. We gonna get to y'all real quick.
You know when it's time to talk football, I gotta bring my dog Smitty back, dog. You already know what time it is. It's been a minute, Smitty, man. I know you want to curse me out on camera. What's up, dog? How you been?
I was good until I got a text message yesterday out of the random with 11 laughing emojis. I didn't know what the hell was going on. I'm like, what's BG talking about? Then he said, just count the emojis. I get to 10 before I didn't even hit 11. I got to like 10 and said, oh, this guy's trying to be funny because of this shit with Mike and telling Jerry. He calling Jerry's bluff. I'm going to save my rant for later, but I'm going to just start it off by saying, Mike, I'm proud of you. It's about time someone calls his bluff and says, now the ball's out your court. I want all my money because we know you're going to resign me, but I want all my money now.
Yeah, man, it's a nasty situation in Dallas, man. I hate to see it, but I had to give you hell. We'll talk about it in a minute. I wanted to start off, man, with something that's to me is important because with myself I don't want to say trying to put myself in sports media. I won't say that. Someone who covers sports on his podcast often, man. ESPN parted ways with Shannon Sharp just a week after he settled out his settlement. Settlement was originally, the lawsuit was originally for $50 million, but they didn't tell us how much it settled for. They ain't saying
all
how
we
much
know
it
is they
for.
told us DJ Academics and them, they put out there the girl quit her OnlyFans. So obviously she made enough.
It had to be a nice number. It had to be a nice number, man. Uncle Shay, man, will no longer be on your TVs, man. As we know, his original job with FS1 that fell through. Coming to ESPN, it seemed like the marriage with Stephen A. was a match made in heaven. We got amazing catchphrases, Lakers in 5. We got amazing things from him in a short time, and now that has come to an end. And the weird thing is, man, I said this a few pods ago. Damn, if ESPN let him go, usually when people get let go from ESPN, they go to Fox. He started at Fox. What's next for Uncle Shay, dog?
Podcasting. He got one of the hottest all around podcasting, but we all know that a lot of that, his viewership came from him being with ESPN. But that's natural. That comes from when you get with a bigger platform, you able to do on the side, have yours and help grow it because the people that draw to you from that platform will be like, well, I'm going to keep following him. Now he has to just go full hard on with his platform. And honestly, let me start that over. He has to do great with his platform. Now he has to go into CEO mode. Before I give my thoughts on Shannon settling out, he got to go CEO mode. Now it can't be just Shay and Ocho Cinco. You're going to have to, that kind of open the doors for other podcasts because now, Shannon, you're going to have to put other people in position to grow your brand because you're not with the bigger mothership.
Yeah, that big conglomerate is definitely something that could push your brand. But when you don't got it, it's still possible. I use an example. One of my favorite podcasters and one of my favorite rappers, Joe Budden. He didn't have a super successful rap career. Kind of blackballed by the industry for a long time. People didn't really want to deal with him. He started his own. Then when he got with a big conglomerate, Spotify, they tried to change things up. When it was contract time, they wanted certain things. And he decided to bet on himself. And that ownership of owning the JBP, of owning the Joe Budden podcast, of owning the Joe Budden network, helped him build other podcasts. Hell, they might be the biggest podcast there is now because he bet on himself. And although Shannon has no choice but to bet on himself now, at least he has an example to see, I think I made my name big enough that I can start something. Yes, it won't be on your TV every single day, like First Take was. But we all know 2025, everything is on the internet.
About to say
Everything
everything
is on the
on the
internet.
MacBook, the
Everything is
iPad,
on
or
the
the
internet.
phone.
Yeah,
So
so
I'm just
hopefully we haven't seen the last of them.
yeah, I hope not. But I said this a couple weeks ago. It was on as a social media group, right? And a couple of people, one of them, you know, we call him the neighborhood troll. So I think you know who I'm talking about. He commented on it when I said it. I said, I'm happy this is over for Shannon, but I wouldn't have settled because obviously you see this aftermath, ESPN let him go. Because I feel as if you don't settle when you make, after it came out, he made that video basically discrediting Tony Bunsby, who was the lawyer representing the girl that was suing him. And he made it abundantly clear that this is Tony Bunsby is another shakedown he's trying to do, like he did with Jay-Z. This is another situation of a black man with power trying to get shaken down. And he even put it out there in the video. He said, the girl, me and her, that's just how we had our consensual situation where we played rough and said stuff. And he said they're going to try to use that to make it seem like I was doing things I shouldn't have done. You don't make a video like that saying that all this and you put that out there, in my opinion, and then when it's time you just say, oh, I'm gonna settle, even though obviously whatever he settled for is less than the original number she wanted,
less than the 50 for sure.
If you kept fighting, you probably would have been spending more money on lawyers and court fees than what you would have. But sometimes your reputation when you're in a business like what Shannon Sharpe is more important than your money, because if you could clear your representation and your name in the media field, the money you'll make back. That's Shannon Sharpe, Club Shay. Let's be real. He has the Porte liquor. He was gonna make that money back. So I didn't like it because I'm like, if you're saying it's not true and the evidence they have is not strong enough to say it's true, yeah, you might spend more money, but like I just said, your reputation is more important.
Yeah, and especially when your boss, especially when your boss is Disney, dog. Disney ain't taking no. Oh, you settled. That means you think you was guilty of something. you admitting some sort of guilt. Oh no, yeah, you gotta go. Yeah, you gotta go. Disney ain't playing that. It's ESPN was never Shannon Sharpe's boss. Disney is Shannon Sharpe's boss. When Disney is your boss, they not dealing with none of that, man. They ain't dealing with none of that, and they look at it as, we understand the staple that Shannon Sharpe is in the community, but they look at it like, yo, we found Shannon Sharpe, we can find another Shannon Sharpe. We could get another one. There's a million people in line waiting to be on First Take that are qualified. So that's how they looked at it. And it'll probably be for a cheaper purse. So
absolutely.
I mean, I feel bad for my dog, man, but I
want to say this before we switch subjects to BG. I want to say this, right? And shout out Stephen A. Smith. I know you get a lot of criticism, but a lot of his criticism comes from the takes he takes at sports. But I want to give him your praise as a black man. You in a position where a lot of other black men haven't got to be at in sports media. But Cam and Mace made this point when this first situation happened. They was like, it's funny to me, Stephen A. rode for Jay-Z hard as hell. Pause. When that whole situation with Tony Bunsby tried to attack him. Stephen A. was quick to disassociate himself from Shannon Sharpe when this happened. That made me look like, damn, bro, was y'all really as close as the camera? And even if you weren't as close as the camera, Stephen A., you ain't go that hard for Shannon, man. Why not, baby?
What I'll say is probably, I'm not saying this is for sure, but I would say probably is Stephen A. has a longer standing relationship with Jay-Z. He don't know, like he could probably speak to the character of Jay-Z. I mean, all he can speak to the character of Shannon Sharpe is for the last year that he's been with him on First Take. But other than that, I mean, do they really hang out? Do they really know each other? Are they in the same circles? I don't know. So I think that's what it came down to.
Probably
I think that's
not.
what it came down to. And also,
I just wanted to bring it up.
Let's be clear. Let's be clear. Stephen A. bosses is Disney too. If Stephen A. bosses tell him to disassociate, if Stephen A. bosses tell him to disassociate himself with this situation for now, not saying, hey, don't be friends with Shannon Sharpe, but if they say, hey, you don't speak on this until we tell you can speak on it, he gonna listen. He gonna listen.
Absolutely. They're gonna say we could take your $100 million the same way they just took Shannon Sharpe's $100 million if you want. So you damn sure right about that.
I know I want to talk about Micah real quick. I want to talk about Micah, but I want to talk about
like you got something you want to say though.
I got something else that I want to talk about before Micah, and we could be quick because I didn't tell you we was going to talk about this, but it just hit me. Cam Newton, Gillie, dog. What side of this you on? What side of this you on? Now I know it's
Oh
gonna be
man,
weird because it's like, damn, I'm on Gillie's side, but then
why
it sound
can't
like
why
you on
can't all my
then
why,
it
why
sound
can't
like you
all
on
my black
Jalen's
brothers
side,
just get
and you
along?
a Cowboys fan, so you really can't really be back in Gillie in this situation. But damn, you can't be back in Cam because y'all mean your Philly association with. This is just messed up, man. I hate that they going back and forth like this. It's not fair. It's not fair because they taking
Yeah, it's
jabs
crazy.
that's unnecessary. They taking jabs that's unnecessary.
Right, he talking about Gillie's failed rap career. Gillie talking about how he poking him like just because you was scared to jump on a ball and win a Super Bowl. I'm like, golly, can't y'all just both be friends, man? Can't y'all
Yeah,
both be
I don't
friends?
like it.
Yeah, come on, Gil. I ain't on nobody's side, but I ain't throwing Gillie under the bus either, Gil. But Cam, I ain't throwing you under the bus either because you a successful guy who I used to love when you was in Carolina. But damn,
Oh,
bro, it's just like, man, why can't y'all just get along, man? Why y'all
they
gotta
was
shade
talking.
Jalen Hurts? I'm a Cowboy fan and I give Jalen Hurts his props. Why y'all can't just get a man his props?
But
And
that's the
Gillie, stop
thing.
being
What
so damn sensitive because everybody come at Philly.
That's the thing though. Cam didn't look at what he said as taking props away from Jalen. He was just saying Jalen ain't really him that much.
And that's
Like he got a lot of talent.
that's his opinion. And it's not only Cam's opinion. A lot of people that's platforms not as big as Cam, but they say it too on the internet. They like, I think Jalen's good, but Jalen benefits from having the best running back, one of the top 3 offensive lines, one of the
But
best, if not the best defense.
But you have to understand when you have a super fan like Gillie that has a podcast and
Absolutely.
somebody in his spaces who has a podcast directly says these things, he got the right to shoot back. Like,
Absolutely.
all right,
Because
well,
I
if you
can't
want to
lie.
talk
If I
about
was as big as
football,
Gillie,
the things
I would
Jalen
take
Hurts
it that
done,
way.
you haven't done. When it boiled down to it, all Gillie did was state facts. All right, let's talk football. Let's just compare y'all two. Yes, you have things that Jalen Hurts doesn't have, but the end goal has always been the end goal, right? To win, right? And he did that. He did that. And outperformed Patty when he didn't do it. When we saw
Yeah.
you on the biggest stage, y'all
Von
got
Miller
smoked.
took your heart.
So he was only talking about the facts. He was
Yeah.
only talking about the facts. And then it got a little personal. He said, you look goofy as shit with the bow tie, with the
Yeah,
jersey
that's what
on.
I'm saying, Gillie.
I
You ain't
like
have
the
to go
goofy
that
stuff.
far,
If they
Gillie.
gonna talk just facts, that's one thing. That's one thing. But don't
Gillie
just
went at
start
the man clothes, knowing that Cam been having to defend himself for years about the
white
clothes.
ass pants.
Yeah, Gillie ain't at you. Gillie, you was wrong for that. You know, Cam then got
Yeah.
into arguments in public with people over that type of shit. You ain't had to do that. You just left that. You could have just strictly because Gillie, I understand if one day, hopefully, I get my podcast grow like yours. If someone attacked the Cowboys when the Cowboys or the Sixers or the Phillies or the Mystics
You
or
gonna
whoever,
step up. Oh, for sure.
I'm gonna go at them too. But I'm gonna know, all right, let me leave how they dress or they kids or all the
Leave
other
it to
stuff.
just football. If you want to compare your quarterback, Jalen Hurts, Gillie, to Cam Newton, just compare their football. Oh, come on, man. We taking it too far, dog. We taking it too far. Y'all both got kids, man. Stop that shit. Stop that
Yeah,
shit. But let's get to the meat and potatoes, dog. What's up with your boys in Dallas? Answer the question.
All
I
right, here we
thought
go. Right,
everything
I'm gonna
was
just
good in
address the
Dallas.
elephant in the
What's
room.
going on?
Micah, I salute you, baby. It's about time after 30 plus years that somebody finally stood on their 10 toes and pulled Jerry Jones' coattail and said, you know what? You want to control the narrative all the time in the media. You want the media to bring attention on us when there's no need. Guess what, Jerry? I'm a podcaster myself. I'm in the media myself. I know how to manipulate the media as well, Jerry. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to write a bullshit ass letter in my phone. Then I'm going to screenshot it and post it to Twitter and Instagram so the whole world can see it. Then I'm going to have my agent or whoever he had reach out to ESPN and say, hey, Micah reported directly to Stephen Jones and said he wants a trade. Oh, and then on that Friday, he's going to show up to practice still, but not dressed. I love it, Micah. I love it. Because for once, someone is telling Jerry Jones, listen, bro, we just want to win football games. You know I'm the best player on this team. Why you don't want to pay me? I wasn't at first even asking to be the highest paid player or defensive player in the league. I was just asking to be paid rightfully so. So since now you want to do this, Jerry, I want to trade. Oh, and when I want to trade, I'm closing the doors on the negotiation. Now, if we're being truthful, we know Jerry not trading Micah. You know it. But we know now, Jerry, your ass gonna have to pay like you weigh. But we do know, Jerry, you not trying to pay that like you weigh that. So now
we know they not trading. Wait. Did you say we know they not trading Micah?
Yeah, we know that. Jerry's not dumb. Jerry's not gonna trade him unless someone comes and offers 5 first-round picks with some middle-round picks, where it's like, damn, I love you, Micah, but that shit right here, one of them draft picks could be another Micah. He's not trading that.
Micah not the best player on y'all team either. So
who is it? CD Go?
Yeah, CD Lamb is the best player on your team.
CD Go?
Michael Parsons is not the best player on your team. I'm sorry. He's not. And that's Penn State.
You know, I love a bad man though. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm about to talk about that bomb stuff. But my thing is, you talking about something, you love all of this from Micah, and you love him finally holding Jerry to the fire. You love that this is always the narrative around y'all.
I don't love that. But I love that someone is finally telling Jerry, we just want to play football. You see what CD Lamb tweeted? He said it never fails. Every damn time. We just want to win. Just pay the man what he's owed. This season, keep it honest, BG. Since when was it? March, April. This was the first off season you have not constantly heard about the Cowboys. Even when we traded for George Pickens, everybody was like, oh, Pittsburgh, y'all stupid as hell. Why y'all trade him for a 3rd-round pick? And it's only a 3rd-round pick if he resigns with them. If he doesn't, y'all just get a 5th-round pick. Why would you make that trade? Even after all that, the Cowboys finally were laying low. We were finally on the way. Like, I was like, damn, we finally having an offseason where it's not Dallas. And Jerry effing Jones goes and beats typical Jerry effing Jones. And, oh, I don't want to pay Micah this. Oh, Micah got hurt 6 games last year, so I don't know if he... Jerry, stop negotiating in the media, bro. We get it. That's how you do things. See, the casual Cowboy thing, because I was just arguing with someone on Twitter about this. He was like, when another fan told him he's been a failure as an owner since the last year, when the guy tried to bring up, well, he took a $100 million team and made them the rich. And I commented back and said, bro, nobody gives a flying F about how much money Jerry Jones and his family got.
You're not a true football. You're not a true fan.
I just care about Super Bowl winnings.
You're not a true fan if that's what you.
Yeah,
how much my team is. How much my team is worth. I don't give a damn.
Bro, I'm gonna screenshot it to you and text you when we get off here. It was crazy to me because I'm like, bro, what do you mean he's successful because he made this? Bruh, I don't care what he made. Jerry Jones ain't calling me and saying, hey, Smitty, coming in for an interview, and when you come, bring your kids with you because I want to show you around the stadium. I'm going to put you on my jet. I'm going to take you and your family out to eat. I'm going to do this. And then, oh, yeah, after that, I'm going to give you a job on the Cowboys media team. That would be something different because that means some of that money he's getting, he's spending on me. But if I'm not getting none of that damn money, why the hell are y'all posting, oh, Jerry turned the team from this to this? Okay, well, good. Jerry did. He turned that team to this and that. Well, he also turned us from Super Bowl winners and contenders every year in the 90s to the laughing stock of not just the NFL, but to the sports and to the sports world.
People definitely laugh at y'all.
So, yes, and everybody that's watching this is going to see this. This is what BG wanted from me. He wanted to see me mad, so that's why we brought this up. We're supposed to be giving y'all a breakdown of the NFC South and the AFC South, but BG, no, he wanted to talk about Micah. So I'm getting off my chest about Micah Parsons. I'm not going to make this much longer because we got 8 teams to break down, but I wanted Jerry to see this and know this, Jerry. I thank you and love you so much because every single summer, it never fails with you. Every single summer, you give us, me particular, as a diehard Cowboy fan, a reason to laugh at you and say, this is what happens when you get old and and senile. You just turn into this. This is why they say, I remember when that saying is, this is what happens when you get them boys some money. This is what happens when you old senile with money. You just think you can do that money. Like, come on, Jerry. For once, we had a season. It felt like we was going in. Shit, there's no drama. There's no issues, and the Cowboys could actually try to rewrite that embarrassing shit that happened last year. But no, being the typical Jones. And Stephen Jones, this is for you before I finish. I get it. That's your dad. Always back your dad. I'm one thing about Smitty. I'm going to always support men and women backing their daddies. I don't care if you're white, black, Spanish, Philippine, whatever. Back your dad. But ain't nobody stupid. We know why you're backing your dad, because when he croaks, your ass is getting that check. So we don't. So stop with the bullshit talking about this is how we've always done. Man, shut up, Steven. Come on, bro. Shut up, bro. Just shut up. All right, let's get started with the South. I got that off my chest. BG, no, I don't want to hear your take on the Cowboys. We don't. You're an Eagles fan. So everybody
you're right.
He's an Eagles fan. So this is getting a kick out of him. So we're
I
going into the AFC South.
I won't even cover what I think about the Micah Parsons situation. All I'll do in closing before we get into the AFC South breakdown, all I'll say in closing is, man, pray for your Cowboys fans, man. As y'all can see,
what? Real Cowboy fans is used to this. This is the typical thing every year. They don't need to pray for us. Pray for something else. We're just not going to say it online.
It's not about praying for them for what's going to happen this season to the Cowboys. Pray for them because, as you can see, this is listen to him. Did y'all just hear him for the last 5 minutes losing his mind over his team? You deserve better, Smitty. I've been trying to get you to come back.
Man, I'm not coming to the Eagles. It's not going to happen. We're on to the AFC South. That's why I wanted him to stop, y'all, because that's his famous line.
Let's get to it. Let's get to it, man.
Absolutely not.
Let's get to it, man. I'm sorry. Let's get to it. So again, we're gonna break down 2 divisions every single week. 2 divisions every week until the season starts, and we're gonna start with the AFC South and the NFC South. You want to start AFC first?
They said nobody loves the South. Well, South, we started with y'all, baby.
South say we got something to say. South say we got something to say. So we got the South with the Houston Texans, the Indianapolis Colts, the Jacksonville Jags, and the Tennessee Titans. Don't do that. Don't do that. You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy?
Titans fans, I'm sorry, y'all. I just had to.
First of all, the Titans is going to be my surprise team in this division. Before we break it down, I'm just saying they're going to be my surprise team. And I don't like that face you made, man, because I've been saying for years that the AFC South might be the best trash division I've ever seen.
Like, they said the best trash.
Like, I feel like Houston good. I feel like Jacksonville good. And I feel like Indy good. Tennessee's been kind of on the down for a while, but I felt like for the last 3 years, all 3 was good. But the last 3 years, ain't none of them look like they supposed to look. Obviously, we had C.J. Stroud's rookie season, but other than that,
last year he did decent. They got blown out in the second round by Baltimore, but they've made it. But I will say this: they made it off the fault, like we said, of the division. The second place team 8-9, the Jags 4-13, and of course Tennessee with the first overall pick.
That's what I'm saying. They ain't got nobody to even fight them. If the person on your heels is 8-9, like, come on, I expect a lot more out of this division this year. Who you want to start with? Let's start from the bottom. How it ended. So we're gonna start with Tennessee. Come on, don't do that. Don't do that.
Yo, that was crazy. That was
crazy, man. We're gonna start with Tennessee, man. Let's start with Tennessee. Tennessee had the number 1 pick in the draft this last season. Cam Ward telling us and saying and working the way you want a franchise starting quarterback to talk, the way you want a franchise quarterback to work, man. This kid seemed like he's gonna be special. I like what Tennessee got right now, man. I'm not saying, hey, sign them up for the playoffs, but
sign them up for 6 wins.
I think they finally going in the right direction.
He got some weapons. What he got? Calvin Ridley. What's the other receiver they just brought in?
Tyler Lockett over there too now.
Yeah, that's who I was about to say.
Tyler
Lockett from Seattle. I had the team where he came from, but not his name. Tyler Lockett. They still got Tony Pollard.
They got Van Jefferson as their third. They got Van Jefferson as their third receiver. They got guys.
They put some weapons around him that might not be the cream of the cream, but they're decent, valuable weapons to help him learn his first year in the NFL. So it's not bad. It's not bad. I just don't see him winning more than 6 games.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate
But then again,
thing.
they division they in. They could go 8-9.
Let's see what they got. Let's see. They got winnable games, man. Denver's a loss. Rams a loss. Colts, they probably gonna split with the Colts. They probably gonna lose to Houston. They could be Arizona.
Arizona's a toss up.
They could be Cleveland. They could be Jacksonville towards the end. So we'll see.
That's why I said they got an 8. I think at max they got an 8-9 season. At max, an 8-9 season.
Which is not bad when you had the first pick last year. So I think we agree. Do we agree Tennessee will be in fourth place. I think they could fight for that third place spot in that division.
They
I'll
could
be
fight
honest.
for the third place because I'm expecting the next team that we'll probably talk about should make a leap with Travis Hunter, being that he can play both sides. And a quarterback, I call him Sunshine. I expected a lot more from Trevor Lawrence, but he hasn't seen since that one playoff victory over the Chargers to do what everybody thought he would be doing by now. But so Tennessee definitely has a chance to fight for third, maybe even second, because like you said, they are the trash of the trash. So we don't know what the Colts are going to be. The Colts, we would think, should be fighting with Houston for the first seed, but it hasn't been that.
You know what? F it. Let's jump right into the Colts then. I know you wanted to go Jags next. I do want to go Colts next.
The Colts is next. They're interesting.
The Colts, I got a soft spot in my heart for y'all. Y'all drafted the #1 tight end in college football last year, Tyler Warren, my guy from Penn State. But it bothers me, man. They need a quarterback. My boy said he want Micah. He said, get Micah. I said, bro, if you get Micah after the news came out, I said, if you get Micah, you're gonna throw all your money at Micah. Y'all still ain't gonna have no quarterback. Like y'all gonna win a game.
Back in the same situation, but less games y'all won.
Yeah, I just they don't have receivers and they don't have a quarterback. And when you don't have receivers and you don't have a quarterback, and I don't know. I think they do have a quarterback though. They got
Anthony Richardson.
But I don't know what those two quarterbacks are. Anthony Richardson want to be Cam Newton so bad, like
he don't like you. My thing with Anthony Richardson is this: you would have think all these younger quarterbacks that came up after Cam would have seen what Cam went through because that's the physical type of players. Cam Newton was like a DN, tight end, running back, playing quarterback because his arm was so lethal. But he was so bigger and physically stronger than a lot of defensive players, and he was playing quarterback. He threw his body around so much. He tried to hit truck stick people, which got him his shoulder injuries. He was getting sacked a lot because the line wasn't that good because the team was building to put defensive people around because his skill set, they was like, we'll use Cam as a runner and a thrower, but we'll build the defense to win this game. Remember, they had Luke Kuechly. They built the defense up. But that put Cam a lot of sort of like with Lamar, but Cam's bigger than Lamar. So Cam threw his body around a lot. And when you watch Anthony Richardson's now, it's like he's doing the same thing. And it's like he already done had a shoulder injury. Last year, he just that one game where he just did the weird shit and took himself out the game because he was tired instead of just saying, here, let's run the ball a couple times. So I don't know if it's mental with Anthony Richardson or what's going on. But when you do a play like that, it shows me it's more mental because he took a knee. Sort of like one of my main men at boxing. It's just like he took a knee. Like, what are you doing here? So that showed me it was more mental than his skill set.
Could be looking at the football Ben Simmons, man. Daniel Jones is definitely on the field, man. I could really see Daniel Jones taking that spot. Taking that spot.
Even though he won it because of Saquon, he still won it.
Daniel Jones is not bad.
He's just not great. Good.
He ain't good. But he ain't bad.
He's a capable starter.
And he's athletic. That's the crazy part about it. He athletic as hell. Yeah. So that should be interesting down there in Indy, man. I really expect more out of that team, man. I was excited when they drafted Anthony Richardson, but it's like they've taken a step back since they got Anthony Richardson.
That mental, I told you, it's like to me, it seems like it's more mental. It seems like it's more mental.
I just don't understand it, man. I just don't understand it.
And they got a weapon for him at receiver.
Who?
I'm thinking of Detroit. I
was about to say that's the one thing about Indy. Indy got a bunch of number 2s and 3s. They don't have no number 1.
They trying to take New England's method. I'm thinking of Armand St. Brown on the top of my head, and I'm like, hold up, he's in Detroit. What the hell am I?
I'm like, hold up, you talking about something? He got receivers. I had to think for a second. I said, wait. Indy definitely just got nothing but number 2s and 3s. They ain't got no number 1 receiver, in my opinion. Speaking of number 1 receivers, did the Jacksonville Jaguars go get their number 1 receiver? Or did the Jacksonville Jaguars go get their number 1 corner?
The question is Trevor Lawrence really going to live up to what we thought Trevor Lawrence was going to be? Because Travis Hunter could be a number 1. Trevor Lawrence had Calvin Ridley. Calvin Ridley might not be a top 5, the top 10 receiver, but at his peak, he was borderline top 10, depending on who you wanted to throw ahead of him. He could maybe be 10 or 11.
Bro, you gotta think about it. They had more than just Calvin Ridley though. They had a plethora of receivers.
They had the running backs.
Yeah, like it's ridiculous what they couldn't do.
With
I
what they
hated
had.
that. I hated my guy Doug Peterson couldn't figure things out down there. But this roster is, when you look at it, it looks really good. They roster looks really, really good, but they just don't produce in a
They
division
got
where they're
Travis
not even really tested. That's the crazy part. It's not like the AFC South is this amazing division that's like, oh my goodness, you got talent all over. Like the Jags on paper look like they should be beating teams, and they
Darnell
don't.
Johnson on defense, Tyson Campbell, and then depending on who you want to say the other corner is, whether it's going to be Travis Hunter or somebody else, they have a corner to go with Campbell. They have their secondary isn't bad. They got Josh Hines Allen at DN/outside linebacker.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like when you look at this roster, it looks like they should be competing for division championships, and they just not. Like you said, were they the 8 and 9 team you were talking about? Were they 8 and 9 last year?
No, they wasn't 8 and 9. The 8 and 9 team,
They was like, no, they was like,
just got off of. They were 4 and 13.
Dang, 4 wins for a team like this is unacceptable.
It's unacceptable. That's why I said I don't know what's going on with this generation of quarterbacks. I think because actually I just spoke with somebody who's a boxing coach, but then I think of it with football. It's a microwave generation with social media.
Yes.
A lot of these quarterbacks, again, boosted up before they really are what they are. And it shows because a lot of these kids don't even want to play quarterback no more because the mental you have to be a quarterback, especially in this modern age of football where everything's audible, motions. You have to know so much. A lot of these guys that's playing quarterbacks aren't really quarterbacks, and it shows with their mental.
Wait.
No,
I don't even want you to explain. I got a question.
What's
so
that?
You saying we anointed Trevor Lawrence too early? He not it?
I think so, honestly, because outside, if you take away that one playoff game, which he played expeditiously well, they was down 21 points against the Chargers. We all thought, oh shit, the LA Chargers about to change their franchise, and he came back.
We didn't.
I did.
We didn't.
I did.
You know how I feel about that team.
Yeah, we have a special guest that may be in the season, y'all. Y'all gonna see him join us. He just won't be joining now. I don't care if he sees this. You will not be joining now because we not gonna be talking for 5 hours about Herbert.
We got to get him on like a Chargers pregame where no matter what, he got to get off because the game coming on. Like we got to get him for something like that's the only way that you're gonna stop Sabri from talking about that damn quarterback down there in LA.
Yeah, outside of that game though, bro. What is Trevor Lawrence done that made you be like, oh yeah, he's the top 5? Like his talent, we all thought he would be a top 6 quarterback. Remember, we was talking about this for the last couple seasons. Like, is Trevor Lawrence top 5? Is he top 6, 7? Is he going to be in there with the Burrows and the Allens?
And that's the crazy thing. He's always been on the front. Like he went from everybody always saying, yo, you know what? He can stay at 5. He can stay at 6. Even though he's not winning, he can stay at 5 and 6. And now I don't think he ain't nobody like top 15. That's what I'm saying.
It's like I remember for a time as a Cowboy fan, I'm like, shit, send Dak ass there, send him to us. But it's at the point where it's like, shit, why would you say that? He's had weapons. He just has not done what we would expect him to do. So it's like,
he had a Super Bowl winning coach. He had a Super Bowl winning coach in Doug Peterson. That didn't work. It gets to the point where you say, man, is he one of them guys? I get it. We saw what he did in college. We know he's talented. We're not taking away his talent. But like Smitty said, we get these people these crowns and these titles of being so good when the main thing is to win. I'm just saying, I'm not trying to give a push to my guy Jalen to be further on anybody's list. I'm not, but
the push
but,
tug or whatever.
But some of these guys is like, they don't win it all. Like, you can't tell me that they better than him when they don't win it all. Like, I get it. Lamar at least win 13 games every season.
And at least
I get y'all putting people like him over. I get to certain people, but it's like certain guys like Trevor that be over him. It's like, come on, y'all. I get what we know he should be, but he's not that. He hasn't been that. But we still living in them Clemson days, like he's still the Clemson quarterback. Like, no, like talk about what he did in the NFL. Since he's been in the NFL, it's been subpar. It's been very subpar.
Subpar. But you know who hasn't been subpar? That boy out of Ohio State. I'm not an Ohio State fan, y'all. I'm just trolling BG. That boy out of Ohio State.
Penn State.
CJ Stroud and them boys down there in H-Town. You know, BG's second home, even though he is really the
I love it down there. I love it down there. But I love Houston. I love Houston. I love Houston.
Them boys down there in Houston. And this is the sad part, right? They didn't even have a blow out the water record. They only won 10 games and lost 7. But and like you just said, this division that is not good, we're just gonna keep it real. They are what the NFC East was before the Eagles and the Commanders started catching up. And the Eagles say, you know what, Dallas and Jerry playing around. Let's just go take over. They are that. They are a trash division. The Texans blow them out the water. The Texans blow them out the water. CJ Stroud, Joe Mixon, what's my man, Tank Dell.
Nico Collins, Christian Kirk, Dalton Schultz. You know Dalton Schultz. And and guess what? You know what's crazy? Smitty? The defense better. This a defensive team. Be clear, D'Amico. It don't even matter what the names is. D'Amico had that defense ready. So you know what?
And don't forget, we didn't even bring up. They brought in Nick Chubb.
I was just about to say that shit to you, Tom. I was just about to say. And they got Nick Chubb back and Joe Mixon.
And they got Christian Kirk. I'm just going down this list like, good gracious. Irv Smith Jr., who hasn't been what we thought he would be, but he's still a decent backup to Dalton Schultz.
Yeah.
Like, Houston should walk. I think we can end this division off by saying Houston should, on paper, if they don't have any injuries, and if Jacksonville finds a way to stay in their ways, because like we just said, Trevor Lawrence, are you going to finally take that step that makes everybody that said, now he's a top 7 at bottom, top 5, 3 quarterback? Unless they take that jump, Houston actually should run away with this division.
With that being said, what you saying they should win a division. Yes, they probably will. But now I'm looking at their schedule, and I want your opinion. Rams.
We'll talk about the West later, but I'll say they could start this season off with a loss.
Tampa Bay.
Damn, that's another possible loss.
I want to go through their whole schedule just because we picking them as the winner. I'm looking at the schedule. They might be a 9-win division winner.
All right, yeah, I got them beating Jacksonville, Tennessee. They're gonna turn around, lose to Baltimore,
at Seattle. Then they play San Fran, Denver. That could be 4 straight losses right there. Baltimore, Seattle, San Fran, Denver could be 4 straight losses.
They could possibly win their division just based off they got the best win
division record. Yeah, they're gonna have the division wins, but when you look at then they got Buffalo, then they got Kansas City, they got the
they might win that division just based off the fact that they got the most wins in the division, like divisional wins.
Hey, good luck to all the Houston Texans fans, man. Y'all got a hell of a schedule, man.
I was thinking about going to a Texan game this year because I wanted to go down to Houston. Y'all got a tough schedule.
I'm talking about going to the Chiefs-Eagles Super Bowl rematch week 2.
I don't want to see y'all play.
See how you do us,
I'm hating. Anybody that see, I'm hating. I chose as a kid to be different than the fam and be a Cowboy fan because it was something to be proud of back then. This shit makes me regret it, though. I should have just fell in line.
Smitty, whenever you want to come back home, dog.
You gonna say, hey, I don't want to hear
We'll accept you back home. Just come back home. It's okay. You deserve better.
NFC South. Let's break down the NFC South. Here we go. That's his favorite line, y'all. That's his favorite line.
Let's get to the NFC South. We'll get to the NFC South. So before we move into the NFC South, again, we all agree. Houston, we're taking Houston to win the AFC South?
I believe Houston wins with a 9-win record. That schedule right there is a gun. That's why I said on paper. I give them the benefit of the doubt that we don't know what happened in other teams. But if I got to look on paper, the preseason starts next week. And the preseason starts next week, and then no major. Like, there's been some injuries, but no, like Justin Jefferson, but no major season starting off injuries have happened yet to any, like, the key big names. on paper, I say they could probably win that division at 9-8.
They should be able to win it. My dark horse again, I know I said Tennessee to finish last again still, but man, if that team rallies around that kid, I could see them not per se winning the division, but definitely shocking some people this year. So be on the lookout for Tennessee, man.
I have for them and shit. 8 wins and put them at second.
I wasn't even a Cam Ward fan in college. I didn't love Cam Ward in Miami. Like I didn't. I'm sorry, I just didn't. And now, like obviously he's in the NFL more. You see him more. You get more interviews. You hear. I like this kid, yo. I don't even care if he don't even go out there and play well his rookie season. I like his mindset. That's the type of quarterback you want.
We just talked about the mental with a lot of these quarterbacks from this generation. Is Anthony Richardson, I don't believe is where he should be because of mental. If Cam Ward is
somebody that could be having a lot of mental issues at the quarterback position also, man. In and out the lineup last year, Bryce Young. Carolina Panthers.
Let me start off with Bryce because my sister-in-law, that's her team. My son, he likes him because that's his aunt. So he's like, I love my aunt. I'm standing with my aunt. I'm not mad at her for that. Mad at him. That's your aunt. That's your favorite aunt. You mad? You stand with her. But he likes them really because of Bryce Young. That's his favorite football player. And man, I feel so bad for that kid because it's like the Panthers said, we gonna stink until we figure this out, and we ain't figured it out yet. But you just gonna have to be along for the ride. And he's a little dude. This dude's not like he's one of these brolic ass, tall ass quarterbacks. He's a little
tiny.
dude getting hit and he's getting lit up.
He's super tiny.
And I'm like,
I feel so bad. If you ever see him standing next to Russell Wilson look kind of brolic next to him. Like it's crazy, man. It's crazy how small he is.
The only good thing for them is that they get to start the season off until they see the Cowboys. Well, we don't know what the Cowboys going to look like to start the season off, but just off paper and off us thinking Jerry not dumb, they at least they get to start. Well, no shit, I gotta take that back until they see Miami because they get to at least start off with Jacksonville.
Yeah, I see what you're looking at. Yeah, I see what you're looking at, man. I don't want to call them warm-up games because these are NFL players no matter what. These are professionals, but I think all of the teams they play in the first 4 weeks are trying to figure out their identity as well. So that's the perfect type of matchups. I mean, I like those matchups for them those first 4 weeks. And then if they could get it going, they don't got the toughest schedule in the world. I mean, they ain't got the toughest schedule. But again, it's the Panthers. I can't see the Panthers winning more than 5 games, dog. I'm sorry.
I can't either. Like, I'm looking down their roster. They got.
I just don't feel like they better than nobody in their division.
They
might be better than the Saints. They might beat the Saints.
They got Jimmy Horn Jr. I thought was the better receiver. Let me clarify this because I posted this and a lot of y'all gave me hit. I said I think he was the better receiver, not football player, receiver than Travis Hunter. Receiver. Because I think Travis Hunter possibly could be the best cornerback or defensive back in the NFL in a couple seasons. I think Jimmy Horn was the better receiver. Just if you look at them as a receiver, I think he was a better receiver than Travis Hunter. Not a football player. So any of y'all catch this. I did not say he's a better football player. Better receiver than Travis Hunter. But I'm looking down a roster and it's like,
yeah.
Hunter Renfrow. They probably
still a Panthers,
for him to work with. Yeah, that's why I said I see them at peak, maybe going 5-12 again, maybe getting off. The Saints have really improved because they got questions at quarterback. Like it's a lot with the Saints.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Well, I got 5 wins for the Panthers too. We can move on to the Saints. We can move on to the Saints because I only got 5 wins.
Saints trying to figure out their quarterback position. I feel bad. Pray for Alvin Kamara. I'm looking down they off.
This quarterback depth chart looks crazy. And they had a chance to get
Shador. Like that's what kills me about that. And when I look at the Saints, and I know we're not on the north yet. We ain't go up north. But I said up north. I'm so used to saying down north, but we went up north.
It's crazy to say it correct, ain't it?
Yeah,
yo,
it's crazy.
I said that the other day. I was like, yo, why do I always say down north? Like always, I say down north. Just
yeah, it's like it's a habit, but I broke it right. Thing. And And when I see this roster, I'm like, all right, they still got Cameron Jordan, but he's up there in age. They still got Chase Young, but he didn't ever materialize into what some of us. They still got Demario Davis. Like, they got some solid vets on defense. But I'm like, the way you build a football team, you start with the trenches. Yes, offensive line or defensive line. But you don't win no damn games if you don't have a quarterback. And y'all let Shador get by you because of politics. Politics? You basically said, this is what a billionaire said. I'm going to lose millions of my billions because I'm going to follow suit with the other billionaires and not get Shador, even though I don't know who the hell is going to be my starting quarterback come week 1. You're in a city like New Orleans, too. New Orleans is not known for the big sports city it is, but it's damn sure a tourist city where people come to those games, and you have nothing to sell them.
It's embarrassing what's happening down there, dog. Hopefully something. I can't even say hopefully something shakes soon because it ain't no. I don't see how you make a winner out of this team. I guess you try to. You make
a winner. You would have took Shador, said, "All right, Shador, listen, you got."
I don't know how you do it now. It's too late. You can't talk about what they should have did.
Yeah,
now. I don't know how they compete this year. Let me see their schedule. They might be the worst team in football, yo.
They might have to get Arch Manning.
Yo, they might be the worst team in football. I'm looking at this.
Let's see. They start off with Arizona. That's a winnable. Then they go to the Niners. We're going to speak on them later. That is technically winnable because we don't know. John Lynch, he has too much pride to rebuild. But at the same time, you can't let your pride dictate business. And how they're looking is like, yeah.
Well, they locked Purdy up, so I think they gonna figure it out. They got their quarterback, so the big money is taken care of.
They still got McCaffrey technically.
Now you just slowly build. Your big money is already out the way. You got your quarterback for the future. Now you just got to build your roster back. I mean, it's San Francisco at the end of the day, man.
They start the season off with toss-up games. Arizona, San Fran, Seattle. Then that's a loss. Buffalo, Giants toss-up. Patriots. Toss up. Bears, I think the Bears a step forward, so I'm getting that's a loss. BUCS loss, Rams loss, Panthers toss up, Falcons loss, Dolphins loss, BUCS loss, Panthers toss up, Jets toss up, Titans toss up. Yeah, I don't think they'd be the worst team, but there's a possibility they could be the worst team.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think I would like if they play in Atlanta, I'm picking Atlanta.
Yeah. Shit, so we're about to get into Atlanta. Remember last year when we was doing this, I said I had Atlanta being the winner of that division because I didn't think Bake the Cake Mayfield was going to actually bake the cake. I thought he was going to burn it in the oven. No, he said, here, Smitty, I made you a cake. Try it. And I said, that motherfucker tasted good. No diddy, pause. Because he went out there and Baker Mayfield, I got to put my hands up and give you a salute. You went out there and made old Smitty the elephant in the room. Bake, if you see this, I would love to talk to you so we could address the elephant in the room and you could grill me up because I did not think you was going to do that. I said Atlanta going to walk away with this because I know Baker Mayfield ain't doing nothing and shit that I look through.
So I think this one's going to come down to Atlanta and Tampa. So who we going over first? Who you got coming in second?
Even though I said all that to say this, right? Atlanta coming in second. Because I don't trust Kirk Cousins. I don't trust
Kirk Cousins. Michael Penix is the quarterback.
Michael Penix, I didn't see enough to make me say I could go against Baker Mayfield.
I'm going with the Falcons, man. Mike, I think what they building around Michael Penix is enough, man. Their offense looks good. Now, is the defense going to be good? We shall see. But
I'm going to answer that for you. Has Atlanta ever been known for defense from the Vic days to the Dan Quinn days to now? Have they ever been known for defense?
Not at all. Not at all. They do still got Jesse Bates. Let's be clear. Jesse Bates one of the best. One of the best safeties. One of the best safeties in football. He one of the best safeties in football. Let's be clear. Show respect. Show respect. But no, man. I look for big things.
They got AJ Terrell also, but
I look for big things from the Falcons this year. I'm not saying they about to win a Super Bowl. But man, I like Michael Penix, man. We've been waiting for Kyle Pitts to have a good season.
You remember last year I was saying, man, Jerry, you should make that trade for Kyle Pitts, and you was like, for what? I was like, man, Kyle Pitts, I just think is in the wrong situation. But I will give Michael Penix the benefit of this. I can't say I've seen enough of Michael Penix to make me push them to first just yet. But I will say I think Michael Penix can be the person that opens up Kyle Pitts' game, because this is going to be his first full year starting.
Yeah.
His first full year. And so this is really his rookie year, because it's not going to be he's coming in mid and taking out and coming back in. His first full year. And we all know young quarterbacks lean on the tight end. So Michael Penix might be in a position where he got to lean on Kyle Pitts. And if he does, we'll see if Kyle Pitts is really that.
We shall see, man.
I look at though. They still
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Atlanta offense is loaded. Atlanta
Drake
got
London, Bijan, Daryl Mooney, and Ray McLeod.
I'm telling you, Atlanta's something to be reckoned with. I ain't saying they're gonna be world beaters. They straight.
Whoa, I'm riding with y'all.
But I will say Tampa probably will be the favorite going into the year. Tampa will be the favorite going into the year. Let's look at Tampa's depth chart right now. They still got the same people.
Yeah, they do.
They running back core still legit.
While you was doing that, I'm going through their schedule. They open the season up against the Dirty Birds. I think Tampa wins that. Houston, I think Tampa could lose that possibly, but they could win that.
Atlanta winning week 1 is in Atlanta. Michael Penix start in Atlanta, first game of the season. Book it. Atlanta gonna beat them week 1.
Don't any of y'all watchers don't fall for that. BG is a big Michael Vick fan.
And they gonna go.
Came out early this summer and endorsed Michael Penix. So since Michael Vick said it, BG riding with Vick.
I like it. And then I got them losing to Houston. They ain't gonna win till they play the Jets, and then they're gonna lose week 4. They're gonna lose
upset at home. I got them with the upset.
Upset against it. Man, stop playing me, dog.
They gonna beat Seattle.
I ain't gonna lie, dog. Ty Bowles is the hardest. I hate playing Tampa just because of Ty Bowles. You never know. We could blow them out, or they could blow us out. But we ain't getting blown out.
I can see them. I see them beating Seattle, beating the San Fran. They lose to Detroit again. I see them beating the Saints, beating New England, losing to Buffalo, losing to LA, beating Arizona, beating the Saints. If you got them losing week 1, I'm assuming you saying they gonna split with Atlanta, beating Carolina. I got them losing to the Dolphins, then beating Carolina. So I got them winning that division, and I got them sneaking in. What was that? 10 wins.
I think they're gonna wind up splitting with the Saints. That's gonna be that dud game, that clunker game that they not supposed to lose, that they lose.
Everybody has. That's the one you saying everybody has, and that's theirs.
Everybody get one of them where it's like, yo, y'all lost to them. How we lose that? That's gonna be the game they lose. They're gonna lose one of them games to New Orleans. They're gonna sweep the Panthers. They're gonna sweep the Panthers.
He said, Bryce, I feel bad for you, Bryce.
They're gonna sweep the Panthers, but they're gonna mess around and split with the bum ass Saints, dog. They're gonna split with the Saints. So we'll see, man. We both got the Saints winning the division. I mean, Saints. I'm tripping. We both got the Bucks winning the division.
No, you had Atlanta.
I got Atlanta as my dark horse. I got the Bucks winning it.
Okay,
they my favorite today. But I wouldn't be surprised if Atlanta won it.
So we both got Houston and Tampa Bay for the South. Houston and Tampa Bay.
We don't agree often, Smitty.
We definitely don't, because I got a feeling where we going. We going down. Here we go. We going up north next weekend, or where we going? We going.
I think because we started with the AFC South and the NFC South, now we should go up north.
Let's go.
We're gonna go south. We're gonna go south.
Oh.
We're gonna go south, then we're gonna go north, then we're gonna go out west, and we're gonna finish up with
what final words you got for this? I know you got some final words. Football season coming. We best of friends for the 4 more weeks? September 4th at that. The day before my mama's birthday. I hope her birthday present is an ass whooping from CD Goat, George Pick 'em Apart, Michael Parsons, because he gonna get paid. Deron, this tastes bland. Pause. Trayvon Diggs gonna have a bounce back year. But the big question with Dallas is, what is Dak gonna do? And I think this year Dak gotta fire up his ass, because I'm ready to light your ass up after week 1 if you don't win, Dak. But I think he gonna give my mom a birthday present, and I think he gonna give BG a hello.
Do y'all notice the bipolarness from this guy? Like, just 40 minutes ago, he was cursing the Cowboys out.
No.
Did y'all just rewind and go back? Then, matter of fact, I'm gonna put a clip right here.
Even after all that, the Cowboys finally were laying low. We were finally on the way. Like, I was like, damn, we finally having an off season where it's not Dallas. And Jerry effing Jones goes and beats typical Jerry effing Jones. And, oh, I don't want to pay Micah this. Oh, Micah got hurt 6 games last year, so I don't know if he... Jerry, stop negotiating in the media, bro.
To let y'all know, he was just snapping. And 30 minutes later, now is what y'all going to do all of it. Man, look, NFL is back. It felt good to see the Hall of Fame game the other day, man. Shout out to Trey Lance. Trey Lance looks good. Trey Lance looks happy. We'll get to the West. That's not even a knock to the Cowboys. That's really a knock to the Niners. The Niners messed up Trey Lance. So shout out Trey Lance. He looked good. And like I said, next week, AFC North. NFC North.
Down north, y'all.
It get cold. It get cold up north. So we'll be back again next week to talk about them. Any final words for me, Smitty, before we get out of here?
I gave y'all a piece. Well, I gave Jerry a piece of my mind when we started this off. I know it's a little dark. Y'all usually seeing my face is bright, shiny. It's a little dark right now. You know, this week 1 or episode 1 for me and B Jizzle. So that'll be fixed. Everybody that want to make sure they can see my face clear. But I say this to say this, y'all. Let's push positivity through sports. That's first and foremost. Second off, let's push ass whooping to the Eagles through the Cowboys. And then also, Jerry, pay that man his damn money, Jerry. I'm not playing with you, Jerry. I'm looking right here in the camera for you. Jerry, stop playing, Jerry. Jerry, stop playing and pay Micah his damn money. All this nonsense is for no reason. It's just have 1 year. You 82 years old, bruh. 82 years old. Have 1 good year. Come on, bro. You ain't got that much longer. Have 1 season where we can just go into the season and worry about football. That's all you got to do, bro. Worry about football. For everybody else, though, Dak, I'm on your ass. You on the clock. CD go. We know what you going to do, baby. George, pick them apart. I need you to pick all them boys in Philly apart for me, baby. Deron Lynn. Trayvon, dig them up out the dirt. We back, baby. How about the Cowboys?
Was about the Cowboys. This episode was about the AFC South and the AFC North. I mean, the NFC South.
I had to bring them Cowboys. Even though I'm not a delusional Cowboy fan, tell the truth, people. It wouldn't be right for a Cowboy fan not to bring the Cowboys up.
Man, we'll see y'all next week. I'm sorry.